Asheville right now. We are keeping an eye on things there. It's been a rough 48 hours for that city. A lot of businesses have been vandalized, windows broken out. Arrests have been made, shots fired during protests, something we have not seen here in the upstate. But in Asheville, a much different story. And as the night falls, we'll keep an eye on what unfolds, even though there's been a state of emergency and, of course, that curfew. But again, Tori, I was up there Sunday night, and I'll tell you, it got tense. We had the microphone ripped out of my hand. They were cussing at our camera. Just a very different scene in that city than what we have been seeing here in the upstate.
Yeah, and when you're in the middle of it, like you were, Cody, it's a scary feeling.
It is.
I'm sure. I mean, we know police say rioters shot out some windows at buildings last night, and officers responded with the tear gas, as you mentioned, and those rubber bullets to disperse the crowds, too.
And we should mention, though, locals are trying to move forward. They do not want to let this define Asheville. Fox Carolina's Michelle Zhu was in downtown earlier this morning, where people were starting to clean up from last night's vandalism.
Another day in downtown Asheville. This time, there's a lot to clean up. Locals passed through looking at their city in disbelief after peaceful protests turned violent the night before.
It's a little sad. This is a really beautiful city.
An Asheville police spokesperson says protesters began tossing fireworks and rocks at officers late Monday night. When they didn't comply with verbal warnings, officers deployed tear gas and pepper balls. Remnants could be found alongside buildings riddled with graffiti, some too crude to show.
It's pretty sad. Just because the graffiti is not original and it's just like profanities.
Several buildings here in downtown now have property damage, including this smashed-in office window here at the Art Museum. It belongs to Lindsay Rawson. She says she's never seen anything like this in her 8 years of working here.
It's devastating. I just cried and cried. Our beautiful art has been vandalized.
She and others are moving forward, like Jess Fox, who showed up to help clean.
This is kind of my own personal protest. I still believe in the cause. I think it's really, really important. Black Lives Matter. I just don't want to participate in the violent part.
Even this group of seniors banded together to protest peacefully.
This is the first time when I have seen as many fists raised as I see today. So people are feeling very angry and wanting to do something.
This is not our Asheville. This is not normal. We have very peaceful protests across the street all the time.
Police continue to investigate after shell casings were found downtown last night. Meanwhile, people who live here say they hope their community can move forward peacefully.
I want my Asheville back.
In Asheville, Michelle Zhu, Fox Carolina News.